Hey everybody, Henry here. In this episode we're having a look at this guy. This is a two-function device. What it does primarily, it is a humidifier. At the same time it is a full HD 1080p camera, which is right here. So it's hidden, so you can use it for spy or security purposes. So what's great about this is that this is a colorful humidifier. It's small and light. It is easy to set up and again has this small hidden camera right on top of the power button and works great and very simple. So before we get to this and see the video quality of this guy, first let's go and see what you get in the box. This is the box. On the bottom, wrapped with a sticker, we find an electrical plug for any case. Inside the box you get the user manual, you get a screwdriver, the cable to feed power, and of course the unit itself. Now, this humidifier is made out of ABS, which is a thermoplastic grade material. It is in fact considered a food grade and it is hard, rigid, and of course heat resistant. Now, it only weighs 350 grams, that's why I said it's light and very portable. All these tiny holes that you see around allow for different color profile lighting together with this thermos shape right here. Now on the top part we get the power button, which also switches to different color profiles. From the other way around we get the connecting port to give power to the unit. This doesn't have built-in batteries, so the only way to power up this device is through, of course, a power that goes into a wall socket. Now let's talk about its most obvious function, being a humidifier itself. So a humidifier do add moisture to the air, so add water molecules into the air to prevent dryness that usually hits our skin or our lips or our throat, which causes irritation. And humidifiers are seen as therapy devices that fight dryness that's on air. So how does this work? Well, in fact, very easy. So you see this division right here. This divides the upper and the lower part. Now, all you have to do is turn your hand counterclockwise, just like that, and it pops up. So very easy, the first part. Now, you need to fill the tank with water, which, by the way, this allows for 1 liter max. And then you close it again, very easy. Now, on our first use, we need to wait for 10 minutes so that the cotton stick that's inside to get moistured enough in our first use. And then you can power it up whenever you want as you fill the tank with water. But on our first use, it's recommended also onto the instructions very clearly that we need to wait 10 minutes before we plug it onto the wall. Alright, so now after 10 minutes, all you have to do is connect the USB on its rear, just like that. Connect the USB either to your laptop or straight to the power adapter, and then of course you plug it onto the wall socket. And you're ready now to turn on this device. And as you can see, the water molecules are spreading around the room and colors are changing. Now with the same button right here, with the power button, you can actually select and freeze the color that you want. For example, I chose this. I'm not sure how much you can tell right now because it's a little bright right now. So yeah, now if you want, again, you can just press it once again. You are going to have just the humidifier itself without any color. If you press it again, you are going to stop it being a humidifier, so it won't release water molecules into the air, but we're just getting different color profiles if you just want it like that. And of course, again, you can freeze it whenever you want. Now to power off this device, you hold the power button for 2 seconds. And that's it. I'm going to give you a moment just to listen to it. How does it sound next to my Zoom H5 microphone and just get a hearing? It's actually very quiet and I hope you got a nice listening. Now about its color profile, I want to say you a few things. So you cannot change, first of all, the intensity of the light, and even during night it doesn't bother with the sleeping because the color display is not harsh. It's very dimmed and looks just great. Into the instruction you are going to read that they suggest that you regularly wash the device to prevent breeding bacteria. Now let's talk about the camera that it hides right here, which is found right next on top of the power button. So you can control the camera function by downloading an app through your phone. And either be that Android or iOS. I even have a Huawei, which doesn't support Google services, but still found the app. So the app is called HD Wi-Fi Cam Pro. Everything is actually explained very well in the user manual, which you find right into the box. And I love it because it explains everything very easy. Nonetheless, once you download the app, make sure the humidifier is plugged in. And once it is plugged in, the camera hardware creates a hotspot. And so you'll open the Wi-Fi to find and connect the humidifier. Once located, you open the app. It will require you to scan the QR code, which is right here on the side of the device. And you can then add the device to your application. And that's it, you can start using the app. Now, what I love about this app is that the app is very intuitive. It gives you different layouts, you can edit the settings, you can record video or snap pictures straight to your smartphone or your computer, whatever device you are using. You can watch through your device up to a 4K resolution, but it will only record up to 1080p because this camera has a 1080p resolution. Now inside the app you are going to see the audio icon, so you can think that it will record audio as well, but I found out that this built-in camera sensor doesn't support any sort of built-in microphone, so it won't record any sort of audio, even though the app shows that, so you won't be able to actually record audio. I tried it, I tried holding this button, hold to talk, I tried to turn on the audio. You can see that I didn't receive any audio signal. Now, talking about camera quality of this guy, this doesn't have the legit 1080p of smartphones cameras, of course, because it has a tiny sensor. We are going to see in a bit because I'm going to open this up. But keep in mind that this is just a spy camera, just serves as double functions into this humidifier. So will not give you that quality. You can see these videos that I've taken. So this is just to give you some signal if there is anybody, how things are going. So it won't give you the quality that you expect from a 1080p smartphone camera, for example. These are some images taken also. You can also tell they look similar to the video quality. By the way, you can take pictures also while recording a video, and of course the video also shows some latency in the playback, because tiny sensor isn't able to catch up and cope with the real-time footage. And now you may ask, hey Henry, how about the screwdriver they supply you with? Well, they supply us with this screwdriver because with that we are going to be able to actually unscrew the upper part cover, so we can actually add the micro SD card up to 128 gigabytes. So the upper cover has 4 screws. So you unscrew them, it's very easy, and once you get inside, there you have the metal spot to insert the micro SD. You can just press it in and then close it back again. Now, is it necessary? I would say the micro SD card is very necessary if you actually want to buy this item, this device, and use it for security purposes, you know, during night, during day, it doesn't matter. For example, this is how the SD card gets organized when used. For every day, in order to better identify each folder, it will automatically create a new one, naming first the year, then the month and the day. So you'll get pretty much well organized. Now the camera will film anything when the device is plugged in, no matter if you press on or off the power button. The moment it is plugged in, it will record anything it faces, of course, first if it is paired with your smartphone or your device, and if it has a micro SD card inside. Without a memory card, it won't record any video unless you press it and manually through your device. Alright, now let's talk a little bit about a few downsides of this device. I'm going to start first with what we talked about the SD card. Now, the SD card placement could be a little well hidden inside, which for some this could be a good reason and could be a positive aspect, but I'm sure that for the average user this could be a negative or a downside or a drawback. But of course, this has the intentions of being a spy camera, built as clean as it could. Placing a small hidden camera and micro SD had to be secured somehow for the owner of having or recovering those footages. So this could also be seen as a positive. It will depend from person to person, I guess. Now the other downside, and this is a legit downside, is that on the bottom it doesn't have rubber legs, which is, you know, a real downside, because of course the device, as you can tell, can slip or can lose balance very easy. I mean, it moves very easy. If it would have rubber legs, it wouldn't move, it would have been more solid, which I would have loved better. Now the other downside is related to the software. Don't get me wrong, I love the interface and the user experience with the app, but what I don't like, and I'm sure that you would agree, is that when I get a model that doesn't allow for audio recording, the app should identify the model, and instead of allowing the audio display to turn green, they should just turn it gray right away, and so you don't get confused that this has or not audio. Alright, it's time to sum it up. So if you're interested to buy this guy, it will set you back for 46 American dollars. And if you're interested to buy it, you will find the official links in the description below. What do I think personally about this? I do love that it's light, it's very portable, it moisturizes the air, it has a very nice color profile. I love the fact that it has a hidden camera right here. It's very economical. I mean, the max that it goes is just 3 watts, so it's nothing. So in the same time, when you are not home, it will be your protection buddy, your security friend, because it will just record anything and everything that's moving or that's not moving, right? During day, during night, it doesn't matter. All you have to do is unscrew the upper cover, set that micro SD card into that metal spot, and I do recommend 64 gigs for the sweet operation. So yeah, you can control everything through your smartphone. That's awesome. About the drawbacks, of course, it has its own drawbacks. I mean, it has a very budget price, so you should expect that. But in overall, I think it's a good choice. I mean, if you need a humidifier, then it's a must, because it will give you another thing. Will give you the protection feature about its camera that it has. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I'd love to hear your thoughts and your opinions. What do you think about it? And yeah, if you do have any question, please leave it down below. I'd be glad to answer you. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm Henry. I guess I'll catch you on the next one. Bye bye.